Hello and welcome to Life with Jane. This week, what are we going to be doing? Well, we have what's happening this week on my videos, which will be coming out on Wednesday and Friday, what the Foodie Friday is. And then an interesting survey that was recently done in France. And it's all about clothing and things. So the first thing I'm going to say is, what are we doing this week in our weekly things that are happening? So on Wednesday, the video is going to be about 3 new items that have come, or new to me. I'm not saying that they're brand new out there, but one of them I think is. But 3 new items on the market, haven't been on the market very long I don't think, that I thought would be interesting for you. 2 of them I've tried out, 1 of them I haven't, and the one that I haven't, I will give you a report on it next week on my Monday vlog. So stay tuned for next week and then you will find out exactly what I thought of it. I will give you a review of the other 2 items. So again, tune in on Wednesday because I think you might find it interesting, and they are things which run into the topic that we're going to talk about today, which is, so I need to actually put it on here. So the actual item or article that was in a lot of the newspapers, was on the news and various other places, was, my dog's sitting up here, I don't know whether you can see much of her, she's lying down at the moment. It was done by the French Ecological Transition Agency, and it was about how we can reduce water pollution and wear and tear on articles of clothing that will then reduce the water pollution, because all of our oceans and waters and things like that now are full of tiny weeny little particles of plastics, because so many of our clothing, whereas in the old days it used to be made of either cotton or wool or silk, and it really wasn't made out of anything else, I can't think, unless you could let me know. Hessian probably, but all of those items were 100%. There weren't any of the man-made fibres that there are now. Now we have an awful lot of acrylics and polyesters and nylons and bits and things that have unnatural man-made fibres in, which are made of plastic, and obviously they're not biodegradable. So as they disintegrate, as they wear, as we use the washing machine more often, they will get into our waterways and things like that. And they've been looking at the oceans and some of the animals and things that live in the oceans, and you know, they are, when they're dying and no longer with us, they're obviously doing research on it and finding that they are full of lots of tiny little weeny pieces of plastic. And on the beach, where you used to have lots of sand and things, in the sand, when they look at it, there's tiny weeny little bits of plastic. So anyway, it's a way of trying to reduce, and I'm looking at the thing, to reduce the water pollution and the wear and tear on our clothes. So the headline to the article was, how often do you wear your clothes before you put them in the washing machine? Okay, so I expect you in your mind already think of how often you wear something before you put it in the washing machine. I'm going to read you what they suggested, then I'm going to tell you what I do, and then I'd like you to comment below of what you do and what your thoughts are. So the first one was, thankfully, and I say thankfully because some of them are a bit long, thankfully, underwear, you should wash it everywhere. So once a day, you know, when you get up in the morning, you put on a fresh pair of underwear. And yes, I agree with that. I do that. I change my underwear every day. And I think that, you know, you should do to stay fresh and clean. So the next one was t-shirts. Okay, so I tend to only wear, you know, warm, nice woolly jumpers at this time of year. I tend to only wear t-shirts and things in the summer. So it tends to be warmer. And they said that t-shirts, you should wear them up to 5 times before you wash them. Now, in the summertime, I will change my t-shirt every day because I am out in the garden, I do gardening, I get warm, you know, I shower every day, and so I want to be changing my t-shirt every day in the summertime. In the wintertime, I would probably go every other day, because I don't think I need to change my t-shirt every day in the winter because it's cold, so you don't get as warm and you don't sweat as much and you don't sort of need to change it, and it tends to be underneath a jumper, so it's not going to get any of the spills or marks or things like that if you've been, you know, cooking and things like that, you would probably change your jumper more often than you would the t-shirt underneath. Okay, so they suggested up to 5 wears. Okay, I think that's probably a little bit stretching it, but okay. Jeans. Okay, how often do you change your jeans? How often do you wash your jeans? I would wear my jeans for probably 5 days at a push. Yeah, probably 5 days, and then I would wash them, and that's sort of an average. So sometimes it would be 3 days, sometimes it would be 5 days, certainly no longer than 5 days. They suggested that you don't need to wash your jeans more than once every 30 days, once a month. Now, I couldn't possibly wear my jeans for a month without washing them. They would be walking their way to the washing machine, I think, because, you know, I clean my floor on my knees. So, you know, if I'm cleaning the kitchen floor, if I'm cleaning the bathroom, I will do it on my knees. Today I've been clearing out a cupboard upstairs that needed, you know, I refresh my cupboards and get rid of things. So the bathroom cupboard underneath my basin, where I keep all my toiletries and things like that in, and shampoos and, you know, bath bits and bobs. I tend to clear that out once every 3 months or so, because things that I've been given for maybe birthdays or Christmases or things like that, and I haven't used them in a long time, or I've used some of it and thought, don't really like that very much, put it back in the cupboard, I'll clean those out. So, you know, I was cleaning those out. I'm on my knees, I'm wearing my jeans, I've been doing some crafting and stuff today, so again we'll get spits and spots on them. So I tend to, as I say, will go 2, 3, 4, 5 days at a push before I change my jeans. Certainly I could never go 30 days. So what do you think? How long can you go? Or what's the longest of you or a member of your family wearing jeans? I asked my son and daughter-in-law about this because we were having a discussion about it, and my son was saying that he will wear his jeans for a week and then change them, because again he wears business attire during the week, so he will change into his jeans when he gets home from work, and so it's really only the evening that he's wearing them, and then a Saturday and a Sunday, and they go in the wash Sunday night. So yes, I can understand that. Wool jumpers, so jumpers that contain wool. I'm not saying 100% wool, but you know, this would probably not be classed, well, this is a jumper, so jumpers and wool jumpers, how often? 15 days. 15 days. It makes me smile because I don't think I could wait for 15 days. That's over 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a day. So just over 2 weeks before you would wash your jumper. No, again, I wash my jumper once every 2 or 3 days, I think. You know, I tend to, yes, 2 or 3 days. So I change my complete outfit 3 times or so a week. So yes, 2 or 3 days. Not every day because I don't get dirty. But, you know, again, I was wearing a sweatshirt the other day, and I know that's not a wool jumper, but it's a sweatshirt. So I was wearing one the other day, and I would normally have a sweatshirt for probably 5 days or so before I would need to wash it, because it tends to go over the top of things. But I was making something in the kitchen, and I managed to get some down on the sleeve, and so I thought, you know, I tried sponging it a little bit. It wasn't going to sponge, was it? No, it wasn't going to sponge. So so I had to put it in the wash. So yes, I would say that, you know, 3 or 4 days, but certainly not 15 days is what they said. Okay, now we've got one that I think, well, sportswear. Okay, I don't go to the gym. I don't work out at the gym. I don't have a gym membership. But again, my son and my daughter-in-law do. When I used to go to the gym, or if I went to yoga or Pilates or something like that, which again, I don't do at the moment. But if I did do it, and I have done it in the past, the sportswear that I wear, I will, once I've come back from doing whatever the activity is, it goes straight in the wash, because you are exerting yourself. Excuse me. It makes me laugh, this. You are exerting yourself. You are using, so you're sweating a lot, or gently glowing, as we ladies like to say we do. But, you know, we're literally, we are sweating a lot. So it needs to go straight in the wash. 3 times. 3 times. So you can wear your sports and gym wear 3 times before you wash it. No, no, it's not going to happen for me. Again, let me know your opinion, but as far as I'm concerned, anything that you are sweating in needs to be washed quite quickly. And I know we wear deodorants and we wear things to mask the smell, but even so, you really need to. Yes, you do. My dog's looking at me going, good grief. Bras. Okay, how often do you wash your bra? Again, I wash my bra every 2 to 3 wears, because if I'm changing my my t-shirt, my jumper and those things, I will change my bra at the same time. I don't change it every day, unless it's in the summer and I've been doing something, or it's a sports bra. So if I've been doing something where I've been exerting myself and I've been sweating quite a lot, then I will change it. But otherwise I change it with my other clothes every 2 to 3 days. 7 times, once a week. So you can wear your bra once a week. Now, I think your bra would get pretty unpleasant after a week. But then, you know, I don't know. Let me know what you think. But they said 7 times. And then one thing that I agree with, one thing that I don't agree with. Changing the beds. How often do you change your bed? So your bed linen, your pillows and sheets and duvets and all of those things. And they said weekly. And yes, I change my bed weekly. So once a week, everything comes off, goes in the washing machine, and I put a fresh pair, fresh sheets, pillows, all of those things. I have an under, what do you call it, a topper type thing, and that I will wash through once a fortnight, because again it goes underneath, and I have an under blanket as well. The under blanket gets washed with the rest of the things once a week, but the topper thing that I have on there gets washed once a fortnight. Pyjamas I tend to wash twice a week, so I will change them midweek. So I will, when I change the beds, I put a fresh pair of pyjamas out, or a fresh nightie, depending whether it's summer or winter, and then that will be changed midweek, and then again when I change the beds. So that's my routine for that. So what are your thoughts? How often do you wash your clothes? And is there anybody you know that has ever gone 30 days without washing their jeans? And has anybody gone, what was the other one that was, I think the jeans was the worst. Anybody gone 3 or 4 times before changing their sportswear when they've been to the gym? So that's my thing for this week. And as I say, you give me your comments, because I think it's quite amusing to see what your comments are and what you think of this. So an interesting article gave us a good conversation for this week. And as I say, don't forget to tune in on Wednesday, where I'm talking about 3 different things that I have bought recently that are fairly new on the market, and what I think of them and whether I've converted or not. And Foodie Friday is homemade pasta. So if you've ever bought pasta or tagliatelle, or got a pasta machine, and done, you know, all of the fangled thing with a pasta machine, this is how to make very simple, easy pasta. No pasta machine, you just need a rolling pin to roll it out, and it cooks in a few minutes. It takes seconds, and it is a very simple, easy, economical way to make some fresh tagliatelle type pasta. It's not spaghetti, it's a tagliatelle because it's flat and you're going to make it handmade. So that's the Foodie Friday. Hope you'll enjoy that one. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.